European unfriendly hours activate. I have a plan for Justin. I don't love it, but I can't think of a better one. I mean, it's another metronome fight, right? In fog. So what are you gonna do? You're just gonna give it your best shot. See how many bodies hit the floor. It's very plausible it could be none, but it's very plausible it could be multiple bodies. We're just gonna do the best we can and see what happens. That's kind of how Kaizo works. We do have a lot of outs in this fight, at least. Like, it's not a fight I should wipe to, but it's a fight that could be taking very important mons away from me. Like my only water type and my goated grass type, which is like my only real grass type. Okay, first things first. This is second to last fight before Fantina. I'm going 37 on Wheezing. I'm also going 37 on Torterra. We are teaching Sakura Fish Shadow Ball and dropping Mega Drain. And we are leveling Sakura Fish to level 38. It's a very important level to hit for what we're going to be doing. Okay, Miracle Seed goes on Meganium. I've determined I'm putting the XP share on Lyron. Shell Bell is going on Sakura Fish. The items for the other three guys aren't as important. I would say probably Quick Claw, Torterra. Focus Band, Wheezing. And Bright Powder, B-Barrel. It's the most fraudulent opportunities, I think. There's an argument to 38 Meganium for this. The problem is that Meganium is intended to soak up what? Incorporating XP share, it would probably be like 700 plus 300? Like 1,000. Yeah, if I did that... Realistically, that's probably not an issue for Chain. Alright, I'm gonna go 38 on Meganium. That makes the most sense to me here. Now we're gonna pre-sleep. Pre-sleep is only really important in case like something goes haywire with like toxic spikes, but you know what? It's a possibility. Gengar can always find like Sludge Bomb and Metronome. Focus Band, Shell Bell, Quick Claw, Miracle Seed, XP, Share Bright Powder. Yep, that's the plan. Let me just try and upload this. Make sure we got everything the way it should be. This is ideally minimizing the amount of damage that Meganium takes, while also maximizing the amount of damage it will dish out. Yeah. I suppose this gives me like a very decent chance of like 3 magical leaves plus 1 life orb tick. Okay. Alright. Let's get our way over to where Justin is. Just gotta be patient here. This should be the 3rd to last time that we have to do this. Hi Aces, the run is still alive. Its health is in question. We're gonna see how the health of this run is doing after this fight and after Chain, and then see what happens with Fantina. But Chain I could probably wipe too. So we're just taking it one fight at a time. And not rushing our way. Star, huh? Alright. Fine. Aces, I'm gonna need your help. I need you to give me some decent RNG on this fight. I'm not gonna lie, it's a scary fight. Okay, alright, we're gonna get to Justin now. This is where we fought Fantina. Justin is technically the trainer that I wiped to on my PB attempt, so if I beat Justin, it technically becomes PB. Anyways. As soon as I turn right, Justin will fight me. Just reviewing my guys real quick. We have to put our faith in this. Alright, here we go. Alright, delve into the calcs. So this guy only has 4 mons, but they're scary mons. There's a lot of trapping guys, but this lead Luxray is spooky because this is fog. It has Shockwave, Feint Attack, Light Screen, and Reflect. It's going to be setting screens. The best plan I have for this is to Toxic this and stall out some of the Light Screen Reflect turns. Light clay in PK means that the screens last like 10 turns. It's a very long time. So we're kind of hoping it never sets screens, potentially, but we really just have to hit Toxic reasonably quickly, is what we're hoping for, unless it starts attacking and then sets light screen. That would be really bad. But let's just see what happens. We're clicking Toxic this turn. Okay, Reflect turn 1, suboptimal. Alright, I whiffed Toxic. That is not suboptimal, actually. Shockwave. Ooh, that's not good. It's going to be setting light screen late. Like, very late. Oh, I whiffed again. I would prefer if it sets light screen this turn, if it's going to be setting light screen, which it almost assuredly will. Shockwave again. I really need to hit this Toxic, though. Okay, we did hit Toxic, but now this is about to hit, like, the world's latest, light screen. I'm gonna stay in one more turn. This is still kind of part of my plan. If it Shockwave crits, I'm not dead. Right? Nope, max roll, Shockwave crit does not kill me here. I want to control how many turns it takes for this to die, so I'm pressing Toxic again. There's light screen. It's a very late light screen. This sucks. Counting the light screen turns here is definitely telling me that this run is probably this fight is probably gonna get a body now. Let's just keep moving. So the game plan here, anyways, is to send Turtle this turn on a Shockwave. Does this give me a chance for this to bot into Sakura Fish with Reflect on the turn it's gonna die? Once it's not using screens once it's below 50%, so I don't think that's a thing. Okay, we're sending Lyron into what is almost definitely always Feint Attack, aka like always Feint Attack. Yeah, this Luxray is weird. It's very rare for light screen to be set up this late, but it is what it is. Alright, so Torterra in on Shockwave. I have to send Sakura Fish into Feint Attack here. And then the Luxray will be dead. Please don't crit Feint Attack. Okay. Alright, Reflect is gone. It did what? Like, how many turns of Shockwave between Reflect and Light Screen? Was it 2? If it was 2, I might be okay, possibly. Anyways, so the whole point of sending Sakura Fish there into the Feint Attack is to bait Dugtrio second and bait Quadon third. The Dugtrio has Lax Incense, and we have Water Pulse, which is a guaranteed hit move. Since Light Screen is up, this is not going to kill in one turn unless it crits, which would actually be kind of suboptimal. This has a possibility of whiffing EQ, Max roll EQ does not kill us here. However, if it does crit EQ, then it's gonna just kill us the following turn with like feint attack or aerial ace. So we really need to not get crit this turn, and we probably don't want to crit this turn ourselves. Okay. Send Water Pulse. Okay, whiff DQ. Sakura Fish is never dead. This next turn, and I crit. Oh god. You know, you might think this is good, but unfortunately, yeah, Shovel was there to try and keep me alive in case, like, feint attack hit, crit or something. Okay, this is a bad line. This thing is like super likely to click Dragon Dance, and when this thing gets Dragon Dance up, it's gonna be causing hella problems for Meganium. Rival 3 is a 2-minute fight with good luck. Well, you know what? It's impossible to reach Malian tonight. However, Rival 3 is after this guy, and then the fight after that, and then Fantina. So, I mean, the Malian split is not that far away. However, this Crawdon is about to take some bodies. The good news is that Sakura Fish is never dead to feint attack this turn, but the bad news is that this is like extremely likely to Dragon Dance, and that's going to cause all kinds of problems. The best thing I can do here, I think, is to click Water Pulse this turn and attempt to Confuse Hex it. The other option I have would be to switch Meganium in this turn. Oh, but dude, Light Screen is still up. Light Screen is just up too long, man. I have to stay in with Sakura Fish and play into Confuse Hex. I don't see a better option. Yeah, Light Screen is just up too long. Yeah, normally I would be happy. If Light Screen was already gone, I'd be like very cool with it. Although it's arguably preferable for Sakura Fish to have the Crawdon seeing a kill into it on the turn it comes out, because the plan was to switch in Meganium and then outspeed and kill, but after Dragon Dance, this matchup gets really ugly. Yeah, okay, I think we play into Water Pulse here. Try and confuse Fraud it. There's a Dragon Dance. Okay. Someone is almost definitely dying. Probably 2 people are dying, realistically. Unless we confuse X. Sakura Fish is dead to feint attack right now. What do I even do here? This is why I brought B-Barrel, because attacking B-Barrel is probably the least bad option at this point. Okay, so this thing is clicking feint attack. Technically, B-Barrel has some fraud potential. It does have Yawn, which is extremely unlikely to hit. It is slower than +1 Crawdont. B-Barrel has like very respectable odds of surviving 2 feint attacks if neither crit. It would be horrendous if Sakura Fish died. Losing B-Barrel is like definitely preferable. B-Barrel has Bright Powder, it's just that it doesn't matter into feint attack or aerial ace. Unless it gets to the point where it sees a kill with Vice Grip and somehow finds a way to click Vice Grip instead of Feint Attack or Air Release when it sees a kill and then whiffs it, which is super unlikely. I can't switch Meganium in here. That's going to result with dead Meganium. Sacking B-Barrel is unfortunately the best option at this point. I mean, I could try and dodge crit with Sakura Fish on Feint Attack for a turn. And try again for the Water Pulse fraud. Because if that happens, I guess it has a chance to go for Vice Grip on the switch into B-Barrel. It's just that it critting on this turn into Sakura Fish is just so bad. The upside to the Confuse Hacks is really good though. Realistically, the issue is if I switch B-Barrel in and B-Barrel dies, then the odds of Meganium dying too are very high. I probably have to risk a crit on Sakura Fish and play into Water Pulse fraud again, as much as I hate that. Don't you fucking do it. Well, we dodged crit. Can we get some Confuse Hacks up in here, please? Oh, we have a chance. This thing sees a Vice Grip kill. It does not see an Aerial Ace kill. This is a really good HP range to be at. I think it's like 50-50 Vice Grip or Feint Attack here. I know it seems like it's like going reasonably well, but this is still very sus. Yeah, I think switching B-Barrel in here is still optimal. I would rather B-Barrel die than anyone else on this team. That's kind of why he's here for this situation. Come on, Confuse Hacks. Okay, hang on. Hang on a minute. Hyper Fang has some ranges where it kills, unironically. I think we always Hyper Fang this turn. Yawn Fraud is too greedy, I think. I think we Hyper Fang. The problem is, B-Barrel probably dies to Gengar. But that's just a chance that we're probably going to have to be willing to take. I would rather be losing B-Barrel than anyone else, and it's too risky to send anyone else in right now. Alright, go Hyper Fang. Come on, Confuse Hacks. Yes! Come on. Okay, Hyper Fang fraud. Holy shit, B-Barrel is doing it. This is such an unlikely line on this fight. It's actually crazy that it's going down like this. Okay, B-Barrel is now trapped with full HP into the Gengar. Aqua Jet is a 4-hit KO, and this is Fog. I do have Bright Powder on B-Barrel, so I have a decent shot of dodging hits from the Gengar. It does have Life Orb. It knows Toxic Spikes in addition to Metronome, so it might spend 2 turns botting with Toxic Spikes. I have to hit 4 Aqua Jets, realistically, to kill this thing, which is very unlikely. If B-Barrel dies, then I kind of just beat this pretty freely with Torterra, probably, but Okay, we're doing this now. The yawn hacks is not real enough to me. It's too slow and too fraudulent. Aquajet is probably better here. Alright, there's the first turn toxic spikes. We gotta hit 4 Aquajets. We hit 1. Alright, we whiffed. What is metronome? Ember. Okay, Ember misses. This is W right powder value. Oh god, I have 3 fucking Aquajets. Guys? I better not whiff. I better not whiff any more Aquajets. Otherwise, only life orb damage can kill this thing. Oh god. Metronome. Charm. Dude, that's garbage. Now the last Aquajet, even if it hits, isn't hitting for jack. Ugh, where's dive on this guy, man? Come on. Please crit. Fuck. I mean, at least a hit. Force palm? Ow. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Yeah, the only way B-Barrel survives now is if I eat... Oh my god. What HP is this at? Is that 2 or 3 life orb ticks? V for real. It's 25 out of 120. I think that's 21 HP, so that's 3 life orb ticks. Oh god. There's nothing I can do with B-Barrel though. Oh, I think Unaware just ignored the charm drop. Here's the problem. If Yawn hits and Gengar falls asleep, it spams Sleep Talk. That doesn't really help me. Like, it's unironically... Oh god, how many PP is Metronome? It's probably like infinite PP. It's 40 PP, yeah. There's no way I'm stalling this out. The only way B-Barrel doesn't die is if this hits 3, like, extremely weak moves into B-Barrel, and B-Barrel somehow doesn't die to that, which is super unlikely. Ow. Yeah, I think it's over for B-Barrel. If only I could switch out. Shadow tag moment. Cut on B-Barrel, finally screwing me over. See, this is the issue. Like, dodging hits isn't helping because the only way this dies now is Life Orb. Is there even any move in the game that hits B-Barrel weak enough that it survives 2 of it? I don't think so. Let's just accept our fate. Or a sphere. Yeah, okay. GG B-Barrel! You did what you were intended to do here. That's unfortunate, but not unexpected. B-Barrel was not even intended to live this long, realistically. Okay, now the question is, who do I send in? It's either Torterra or Meganium. I feel like Meganium is less likely to die in one hit to Gengar than pretty much anything else, and it has a guaranteed hit move. Memento is special dark type boom in this game, so yeah, that would not work. I guess, yeah, technically false swipe twice would have saved me, but yeah, that's just be for real. Anyways, it's a shame because if B-Barrel had other moves, the Gengar would have died already, but whatever. I decided B-Barrel should be a Cutmon, and I didn't really have a better way to do anything else with it. Dropping Yawn for a TM move just sounds like a really bad plan. So anyways, I'm going to send Meganium. All Meganium needs to do is like dodge a poison type move crit or a very powerful does Meganium even die to non-crit Sludge Bomb? It doesn't, yeah. We basically just have to like dodge a crit poison type move or something. Magical Leaf will kill this. Don't use Explosion or Memento. Okay, Needle Arm, whiff, yeah. It's not that B-Barrel was the best guy, but losing B-Barrel is annoying. That was a guy I was hoping I would maybe have as a possible sack into Fantina. I guess it soaked up some XP. Whoops. Fucking Metronome, dude. Finding Force Palm and Slam are actually fairly unlucky into the B-Barrel. Like, the Aura Sphere didn't matter, although obviously the Aura Sphere, like, is always gonna kill. It's an Adamant Gengar. The B-Barrel is, like, basically always still dead, though. It's Life Orb. Alright, well, rip B-Barrel. We need to get out of here. Okay. There should only be one fight between us and Fantina now. Dude, this gym has already taken 4 bodies, and I haven't even fought the hardest fight before Fantina yet. Holy crap. Very unfortunate situation with the B-Barrel. If I had Dive over Yawn... Oh well. I had to do something to avoid Crawdon running away with it and taking more important bodies, so the box is not broken. It's just thinner, and in more shiesty situations, I no longer have anyone who actually knows Cut. Which, as long as Torterra's alive, is probably okay, but it's still not ideal. So many bodies, man. Meganium is 3600 HP or XP away from over leveling. So it is more or less impossible for it to overlevel on chain. Lyron probably can't overlevel on chain either. Sakura Fish is... As long as someone with the XP share is alive and during this fight, then it's basically impossible to overlevel Sakura Fish as well. So we have done a pretty good job of dodging overleveling. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna get through chain yet. That's gonna be tough. Chain is very capable of just of completely wiping us. Very scary fight in the fog. Yeah, that's gonna do it for the stream for now. Uh, we'll fight Shane soon enough, and then we'll have the Fantina fight. But yeah, I'm taking a break now. All right, see you guys.